Hello, this is Kim Offord, and we are here. I'm a realtor in the Chicago area, as you already know, and come to you this morning because this is my favorite kind of morning. We have not one, but two closings today, two different types of situations, but it's another realtor ride along, so let's do it. Let's do it. Another day in the life of a realtor on my favorite day, closing day. So this is closing day and for two different occasions. I have buyers that are closing today, so it's a happy day for them, a great couple that I've been working with for actually some time now. And so now we're at the finish line and we're going now to the final walkthrough. So for those of you who are joining me that are, not realtors, basically, when you purchase a property in the state of Illinois, usually right before the closing, either the day before the closing or the day of the closing, we have a final walkthrough. And that is something that is stipulated in our contracts, in our multi-board 7.0 contract, is that right before the closing, the buyers do have a right to do a final walkthrough. What is the final walkthrough for? The final walkthrough is to determine, let's say that perhaps there were some repairs that were agreed upon by both parties. That would be for the buyer to go back, make sure that those repairs were done. So let's say like maybe a fence was falling in or something. They would do the final walkthrough to make sure that that repair, that agreed upon repair, was performed. And also, not just for repairs, but to make sure that the property is in the same condition that it was in when they first put the contract on the property. So I'll give you another example of, sorry, a little shaky, but I'll give you another example as to what, in what instance there would be a situation. So I'm going to be very extreme right now because, sometimes I'm dramatic. So an example of, something that they would look for, that a buyer would look for on the final walkthrough. So let's say that there was a water leak during the time when they were going from underwriting to the actual closing table. And let's say there was some water damage and, no one mentioned it. That would be highly unethical, but it happens. The final walkthrough is to look for things, that may have occurred, just to make sure that the property is in the same good order that they found it in, basically, and there are other stipulations, there are other contingencies, that are built into the contract if something like that were to happen, how that would be remedied. And I won't go into all of that right now because it's a real estate lesson. But that's what we're going to right now. We're on our way to the final walkthrough. Now, the second walkthrough that I have today is a little different, and it's dear to my heart. So I will, see you back then. All right. Well, actually, I might, give you a little walkthrough with the client. So, yeah. Hey, you ready to move? You ready to move? Okay, so that went well. Basically, the seller is still trying to get moved out. She's got years and years, 13 years, I think she said, of stuff, in the house. It's not a clutter situation. It's just that it's just got accumulated. You accumulate a lot of stuff over the years. So she's still in the process of moving. We have closing at 1:30. It's about 11:30 now. We know she's not going to have all that stuff out by 1:30 today. So my buyers have been gracious. It's, it pays to be nice to people. They're going to be nice enough to give her a little bit more time to get, moved and, get everything packed up and moved out. No need of rushing her, because when you rush people, they tend to leave stuff behind, not on purpose, but, just in a rush, in a frazzle, they try to get out. And moving and upheaving your life, sometimes it's a sensitive situation. So they're going to give her a couple more days to get her stuff out. We're still going to close. And more than likely, the attorney will write up something to just say that, hey, this is what we've agreed to. In some situations, in most situations, there would be a charge, a daily charge, or holding money back in escrow. In the event that the seller didn't get everything out, and perhaps maybe they need to get a dumpster or something like that. But I don't think this is that type of situation. But I will allow my clients to get consultation from their attorney on how they're going to handle it. But either way it goes, they're going to allow her little bit longer to get some stuff out. And, when they're ready to move in, then they'll be ready to move in. Like I said, it's nice. It's great to be nice to people. Nice people are nice to other people. And, that's something that people tend to appreciate. All right, on to the next walkthrough. All right, so we are here at the second walkthrough. This walkthrough is a special one because it's my investment property with the Noir Developers Group. And we're closing today, yay, on our first property that we rehabbed, that we renovated and put back on the market. So I'm here to pick up the alarm and make sure that everything is last minute stuff is all cleared out. So here we go. Oh, here we go, our baby. So we're gonna pick up the alarm system, make sure that everything out of the cabinets is gone. This one is a great project that we did. Here's the garage key for the new owner. We made sure that everything was good, ready to go, brand new appliances. Everything is great. Gonna take the keypad and everything off the doors, the alarm keypad. They have everything that they need to get going. Yes, this is like letting my baby go off to college. We love this house. All right, well, back at my desk now, and not going to the closing. We are in Illinois, well, Chicago mostly. Attorneys handle most of all of the closings. We're an attorney state, and that, attorneys go to the closing, sign off on documents with the buyers, and a lot of times the sellers aren't even there. So for my closing that's today, the first walkthrough that we went through, I'm representing the buyers. However, due to COVID, a lot of the title companies only want the signers at the closing, and a lot of the attorneys are remote. So here I am. So, those wonderful closing table videos and everything else, can't really do those because we just want to think about the safety of everybody and making sure that we have a limited number of people at the closing. But everything went well, and hopefully just waiting on the bank to fund the purchase. So what happens, the buyers go to the closing, they sign off on all of their closing documents, all of the documents that the lender requires. And then what happens is the lender funds the purchase. So in other words, they wire money into the title company for the purchase of the property on behalf of the buyers. The title company then wires money, to all of the respective parties in the transaction. So that would be the sellers. If they have any outstanding mortgages, liens, they wire money there. To all of the attorneys, whatever fees that they may have in there, any other type of closing costs that are in there, they take care of all of that, as well as the realtor's fees. So basically, when my clients get through signing off and everything funds, that's what we say, when the funds come in, they are new homeowners and they're able to get the keys and move on in. But in this situation, they're going to wait a couple days. They're giving the seller a little bit more time to remove some of her stuff. Now, on the second walkthrough that I went through, where it's my investment group, we are on the seller's side. So we've already signed off on the documents a couple days ago in anticipation of the closing for today. And we are closing remotely. So that means we don't even have to be there. The attorney takes care of everything. Everything is already signed, ready to go. And all funds from the proceeds of that sale will get wired directly into the account. So, similar to the other situation. So, yeah, we're excited. Yay. So thank you for this ride along today. If you want to see more Realtor Ride Along, subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing a lot more. This is fun. I hope you're having fun with me. I'm on Instagram as well as Facebook. I'm Kim Offord, and I am a realtor in the Chicago area. Join me next time. Subscribe. Realtor Ride Along.